Good day everyone! In this video, we will try putting kangkong or water spinach seeds in the filter sump of my molly fish to see if it can grow and thrive without soil. I will also explain the reasons for placing a kangkong plant within the filter of my molly fish tank. If you are a fish keeper, please continue watching this video. This is the kangkong seed that I purchased from the supermarket for a cost of 50 pesos, which is equivalent to approximately $1. In the Philippines, the plant is commonly known as kangkong. However, it is also referred to as water spinach, swamp cabbage, or Chinese spinach in various other regions around the world. It has several other names as well. Now we can see the kangkong seed. This is what a kangkong seed looks like. I only see the seed today because when I buy kangkong in the market, I only see the ones with stem and leaves that are for sale. It was quite fascinating for me to see the actual kangkong seeds for the first time, as I was surprised by their relatively larger size compared to what I had imagined. Now we will place the kangkong seed in the filter sump. What I did in the filter sump is that I used a filter wool on the top of the filter media. The purpose of using the pre-used filter wool is to provide a source of nutrients for kangkong seeds once they begin to grow roots. I am now sowing these seeds here in the filter wool and to see if they will survive here in the filter sump. I have increased the quantity of seeds planted to ensure a higher chance of successful growth. This way, even if some seeds don't thrive, there will still be a good chance that at least a few will survive and grow. Here on the other side of the filter sump chamber, I also put used filter wool and kangkong seed. I did this so that I could maximize the empty spaces of the filter sump and also to have an extra supply of kangkong plant in case it becomes successful. After 2 days, I noticed that some of the kangkong seeds have started to sprout and grow. I was amazed because they grew so fast that the moment I opened the plastic that the seed was placed in and put them in a wet place, they started to grow quickly in just 2 days. I noticed that the Kangkong Sprouts also have roots, which is a good indication that they are healthy and they are getting nutrients from the filter wool. So I will check the Kangkong Sprouts again after 3 days to see the improvement in their growth. I hope they don't wither because the temperature here in the Philippines right now is very hot. I believe that the Kangkong Sprouts will live in the filter sump as they benefit from the continuous flow of water and the nutrients from fish waste. This symbolic relationship between the plants and the molly fish can lead to healthy growth and development, as the plant utilizes the nutrients while also purifying the water and providing oxygen for the fish. On the 5th day, this is how the kangkong sprouts have grown. It already has leaves indicating that the sprouts are growing healthy. The benefits of the kangkong plants, which is why I put it in the filter sump, is that they will consume the nitrates as their nutrients. What happens is that when we feed our molly fish, they produce fish waste. The beneficial bacteria will eat the fish waste and other harmful elements in the water. The beneficial bacteria will then turn the harmful elements into a nitrate. That's when the plants will consume the nitrate and the plants will release oxygen. Then the molly fish will use the oxygen to breathe in the water. Besides the help that the kangkong gives to my PKBM molly fish, it can also provide fresh vegetable to add in our dishes. One of my favorite dish is the sinigang, and I even go to the mini market to buy kangkong. But when it becomes successful, I can just pick it from the aquarium filter. I can be sure that it is fresh and clean because this kangkong plant came from the filter media of my aquarium. The effect of kangkong on my PKBM molly fish is that they are able to purify the water. The kangkong acts as a natural water treatment for the water of my PKBM molly fish. The result of this is that my PKBM molly fish become energetic and lively because the water quality is good. Another good thing about having a kangkong in the aquarium is that you can extend your water change schedule in your aquarium. Most of us are busy with our work and sometimes we don't have time but only on weekend. But having a kangkong in your aquarium means that it can prolong the good quality of water, so it will be fine if you only do the water change every weekend. Earlier, I said that it is good that we have our own source of kangkong plant in our houses. The reason for this is that the kangkong plant can survive in any polluted water. They can survive in canals as well as in stagnant dirty water. So if you buy kangkong in the market, you don't know where it came from. But if you have your own planted kangkong, you can make sure that the kangkong you eat is clean and fresh. Also, you can avoid the possible diseases that the dirty kangkong can bring. Because some kangkong dishes are served fresh, often just washed, and it can be enjoyable to eat even if they are not cooked. So if you don't know where the kangkong came from, it's possible that they carry a disease. But if you have your own planted kangkong, you can make sure that the kangkong you eat is clean and safe. I think what I'm doing now is called hydroponics. So what is hydroponics? Hydroponics is the technique of growing plants using a water-based nutrient solution rather than soil. However, rather than using a water-based solution, we will provide the kangkong with nitrates from molly fish waste, which will serve as its nutrients. So, these hydroponics method are the ones that serve as a solution for areas that do not have a vacant lots that can be planted. Instead of the roots growing down into the dirt and gaining nutrients that way, in a hydroponic system, the roots grow into the water that is fortified with all the essential nutrients for healthy plants. What you see now is the 9th day of this kangkong sprout. We can observe that its leaves has come out and the stem has grown tall. I believe that if they continue to grow, I can consider this a success that I put kangkong seed here in the filter sump. In the next few days, I will give you an update on how it looks like after a few days. I will also give you an update if we can harvest this kangkong plant that we planted. Then I will just let the kangkong plant grow in the left filter chamber without harvesting it so we can see how tall the kangkong can grow here in the filter sump. That's all everyone. See you on the update in the next video. Also, I would like to say thank you for all of those who added a comment in my videos. Thank you very much Ama Jan Bisara, Renzo del Rosario 6379, Proxima Centuri 1946, Henry James Arco 9565, and Joey Albert Bertos 1233. Shout out to you Joey Albert Bertos of Borongan, Eastern Samar. See you in my next video. This is Chuck and you're watching Biker Drone.